Okay, ticker TNXP. They had a little bit of hype this morning. They were presenting a poster study, which honestly, with my experience in biotech, it's not that big a deal. It is what it is. I got in this morning right here on this green candle at 10:26. If you can see back here at the beginning, it had pushed up. I didn't have it on my watch list. Someone in one of the rooms I was in alerted it. And so I started watching it down in here on this pullback, and I wasn't sure after it popped up through this Bollinger Band here and then it pulled back. I had to make sure that the reversal was going to hold. So it basically pushed up, popped down just under the center line, didn't even invade the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and then started to go again. Uh, I placed the first buy right in here at 129, and then went full position as this candle came up at 1.3. It pushed up and got up to around 134 within. These were 1 minute candles. I mean, right after I bought, it pushed up, and I thought, hell yeah. And then it come down, and then it goes sideways right here into this bull flag. It's kind of hard to call it a bull flag on 1 minute candles, but you can see the sideways action. As soon as it went sideways, I knew that I had it, because if you look back here, it comes up, it goes sideways, it comes up, it sort of goes sideways and pushes up, but here, sideways. And then I was only in this trade for about 18 minutes. I capped a partial, about half my position right here at 137. And then as soon as this red candle started forming, I ended up hopping out right here at 134, which is towards the bottom of the red candle. I wished I had kept that half, because take a look at where I was at. I got out on this candle here. It went sideways again and pushed up, and ended up making a new high day at 1.4. It was there really quickly. As soon as it made it, it pushed right back down. But you notice it never pushes to the bottom of the Bollinger Band until much later. Now, if you pay attention to this blue line right here, that's my middle low high MA. It did not give me a sell signal till here. So looking back at this, where I executed out between here and here, within 3 minutes it gave me a sell signal. It bounced down, and then after that it went on this small, not really a rip, but back up to 142. I could have gotten out at 139. I could have gotten out at 140. So I got out at half at 137, half at 134, which really isn't that much. I was almost too big of size. I was sitting on 11,700 shares. The orders coming through at the time were all, 1,000 shares and less, and I was like, oh shit, because I don't feel like I forced the trade. I feel like I made a good entry at that break of 1.3. We're down in here. But looking at my exit, I could have made a better exit. I think I shut myself out of about $200. But I had a bad habit in the past of holding on too long, and I wasn't about to risk it. I was up about $700, and green is green at that point. And if you look at how spotty the volume was, and even with 68,000 shares right here at 1049, this candle really did not reflect that kind of volume. And then here, 54,000 shares, but look at the size of that red candle. So overall, I did not make a bad exit. I probably could have held this and swung it. Would have ended the day down 2 cents. Would have ended the day, down around 200 something dollars. There's too big of a chance this pushes down. There's too big of a chance. This is the reason why I don't really swing anything anymore. Because if you look back in here on the 5-day, it pushed up to 148, and then boom, all the way back down and closed, 32 cents lower. And then went sideways. It pushed up again, 142. So we're making a lower high. And you know, it's not worth the risk in my opinion. So overall, plus 700 on the day. I could have made a better exit. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Green's green, and as far as I'm concerned, with the week that I had last week, with that huge ass loss on KBSF at the beginning of the week, I'll take this any time. Felt a little big on my position though. You get some of these Furu gurus are always like, 1,000 shares of this, 2,000 shares of that, and they're looking for something that's really going to pop. And I knew that this move was only going to be about a 10-cent move at the most. And so I, literally only capped 7 cents on half the move, and capped about 4.5, 5 cents on the other half of the move. And got in, got out, took my profits. Some of these people, you think about the people that were up in here that held all the way through this much. Screw that. That used to be me. I'll never do that shit again.